Everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and welcome to Look Back, where we take a look at reviews that I did 1, 5, 10, and 20 years ago, and we talk about what I think about the games now, if I think about them at all. 20 years ago, 2005, there was only one game I reviewed, but wow, what a doozy it was, and that's Shadows over Camelot. This game really changed my thinking on board games. I had seen one cooperative game before this, Lord of the Rings, and that was fine, and I enjoyed it okay, but this one with a hidden traitor kind of blew my mind. 20 years later, there's a lot of games, but this was pretty impressive. Still really enjoy this game. Yes, it's not as good as many of the modern cooperative games in many ways, but the theme and everything is just so much fun. 8.5 for me, Shadows over Camelot. 10 years ago, I reviewed Double Feature, where you have two different categories. You got to think of a movie that fits both of them. It's a fine party game. It's okay. 6 out of 10. Dimension. This is a game in which you have a bunch of different colored balls, and you have these rules that you have to follow, like 2 yellows must touch a blue, or no reds can touch a blue, or there must be whatever it is, and you must then build a little pyramid that matches the rules. I like it. 7 out of 10. Brewcrafters Travel Card Game. This is the card game version of Brewcrafters. It's a much smaller, lighter game. I don't know which one's better. Both have been forgotten by time, but 7 out of 10. Tales and Games. This was a line of games from Purple Brain Games, and they made it based on these storylines. The Grasshopper and the Ant. This one I enjoyed. 7 out of 10, as you're using these. It's kind of a funky kind of look for things in a grid type game, but I enjoyed it mostly for kids and families. 7 out of 10. String Safari, the sequel to String Railways. This is a weird little game in which you're trying to capture animals by putting a string out there, and you can manipulate the string any way you want so as to not touch things. A neat little game. 7.5. And then another Tales and Games, The Hare and the Tortoise. This is easily the best of this series, where it's just a race between the hare and the tortoise and several other creatures, and you secretly are one of them, and you're trying to make yours win as time goes by. Some fun little back and forth there. An 8 out of 10. 5 years ago, I reviewed Danger the Game. If you want to see a bad game about storytelling, get it. 3 out of 10. Orleans Stories. Orleans is an amazing game. This game tried to take Orleans and make it into a campaign-esque game, and it's just a miserable flop. It's a pretty bad game. 3 out of 10. More bad games. Octo Rage. Avoid the Octoman. He's coming after you to get treasures or something like that. Really bad tile draw play. Just bad all around. 4 out of 10. Zoned Out. This game from Gray Fox game about building a cities. It was fine. You're trying to build the cities. I just wish the colors were less in your face. I'm a fan of bright colors, but these were weird colors. The graphic design wasn't great. 6 out of 10. The Tooth Fairy game. This is actually 5 games, I think, in this box using a bunch of plastic teeth. That's pretty funny. And some of the games are okay, but nothing great here. 6 out of 10. Hues and Cues is 5 years old at this point. Put the designer Scott Brady on the map. He's done many party games since then. Hues and Cues has stood up well. It's one of those party games that's still being sold popular years later. 7.5. Starlink, not nearly as popular for a party game, but I liked it, where you have a board, a constellation board with stars all over the place, and you are connecting them with a white marker to make pictures. You have to draw a picture and get people to guess it by connecting stars. That's cute. I liked it. 7.5. And In the Hall of the Mountain King. From Burn Island Games, In the Hall of the Mountain King, there's some really cool things here. Mostly the way you get resources as you put out these trolls, and there's like a cascading effect to get stuff. And then you're building on this board and setting up statues and polyominoes and things like that. 8 out of 10. Last year, I reviewed Quinn in a video that me and Z called 3 Pretentious Abstract Games. And this one is just awful. The rule book, unbelievably bad. They have sent me a new rule book and a new version. I haven't messed with that at all yet. But as it was a 2 out of 10. A Gentle Rain. Now, I love Incredible Dreams, and I like all the stuff that they do. But this little solitaire game that looks like a bunch of bath soaps just didn't appeal to me. First of all, it wasn't very calming at all, and I would think you'd have to memorize the cards to do well at it. I just didn't like it. 5 out of 10. And Philosophy. This is a two-player abstract game about having a conversation. Whatever. It's not really about that. It's about putting out some really beautiful pieces on the board here. And it's okay. 6 out of 10. Caution Signs. Hey, another Scott Brady game. Well, co-designed with Scott Brady. But you put these two signs together, and then you have to draw whatever they are, whether it's drunk aardvarks or rollicking elephants, and then everyone guesses who drew what. 7 out of 10. And Post Office. This game from Hobby World. Sort of a polyomino game, but we are moving around the board and then putting packages on there and trying to form different shapes. It's more interesting than I thought it would be. I liked it. 7 out of 10. And there you go, folks. Those are the reviews I did 1, 5, 10, and 20 years ago. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel, and this is Look Back on the Dice Tower. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.